Hello everyone, Coder Gamer back with another Blender video, and today I'm going to be doing a New Year's special. So what we're going to do, we're going to make text that says Happy New Year 2023, and we're going to make that just transition between different colors. So what we're going to do, we're going to delete this cube, and we're going to add, and we're going to add text. And we're going to rotate, we're going to do rotation, the X rotation by 90 and the Z rotation by 90. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into edit mode, and then I'm just going to write Happy New Year, Happy New Year, and then 2023. And now just space this out a bit. So Happy New Year 2023 is going to be on the edge because I'm going to add something else here. And then we just, oh yeah, we also need to add an exclamation mark here. And then we can put that there. Now we just go back into object mode. We click on move. I'm going to set origin to center of mass volume, and you just do that by right clicking it, and then we can move this into the center like that, and then we can go into the object data properties, and first of all we're going to click on geometry, and we're going to extrude this by 0.2. So now if you look at it from an angle, you can see that it's extruded. And now I'm going to go into font, and I'm going to click on this folder here, and I'm going to choose Algerian because I really like that. I'm hoping I said that right. So there is our font. Looks pretty nice. And if you want, you can do another font. Like for example, you can do this cursive sort of font, which is also okay, but I really like the Algerian regular one. Again, hoping I said that right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on add, and I'm going to add another text. So text, and then I'm going to go back here, set the X rotation to 90, enter, and the Z rotation to 90. I'm going to go back into X, but this time I'm going to scale it down, G to move, and then I'm going to set origin to center of mass volume, and then now I'm going to go into edit mode, and I'm going to write from, comma, and then my name. Of course I'm going to write Coder Gamer. And then I'm going to set this over here, or maybe sort of here. That works. I'm going to go back into edit mode, and I'm just going to edit this, sort of make from in the middle. Of course, I'm going to set origin to center of mass again, and then I'm going to put that there. But I do want to make this a different font. I'm going to make it a font that represents me, which is going to be the agency font here. And that makes it much smaller, which I am definitely okay with, because now we can put it somewhere else. And now I'm going to set origin once more, volume, and I'm going to extrude this by 0.2. Then I'm going to move this, and it looks pretty nice from this specific angle. So yeah, and now what we're going to do, we're going to make the color. So for that, I'm going to open this here. I'm going to change this from outliner to shader editor, and then I'm going to select that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to click Actually, I don't need to select anything right now. I'm just going to click new. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a few nodes. So I'm going to start off with the hue saturation value. And I'm going to connect color to base color. Next, I'm going to add the math node. I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to change add to divide. And I'm going to connect value here to hue. And then we'll work on this later because that is the main thing we need to use. Next, I'm going to add a color ramp. And I'm going to bring it down here. And I'm going to connect color to color. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this black box here. I'm going to change the color to a nice red. And I'm going to click on this white box here. And I'm going to change that color to a yellow. So it works. It's nice. And then I'm going to add, and my final node is going to be gradient texture, which is basically the way the color transitions, which I will also do some things later with. And then connect color with FAC, and then we will do this later. Now what I want to do, I am going to apply, or no, I'm going to go into shading, and yeah, so it's already there. I'm going to use the Coder Gamer, and I'm going to go into material 0, or 001, and I'm going to rename this color transition. Now, if we go into rendered mode, we can go into render mode here. Nothing's happening, and this is because we need some keyframes. So I'm going to go to the first here. I'm also going to make the end 900, and I'm going to click on divide here, and I'm going to change the value to 100 because that is basically what slows our little animation down. And then I'm going to change our value to 0. Enter. And then as you can see, I made a keyframe. And now I'm going to go to the 900th frame, and I'm going to click on value 100, enter, and I. So now if we play our animation, okay, yeah, there you can see the color is changing. It might be extremely slowly, but it's still pretty nice. So now that we have our color switch down, let's test out our stuff here. So linear is basically left to right. Let's see, what's quadratic? You can skip some. Quadratic is basically the same. Easing? What is that? I think easing is also the same. Maybe diagonal is different. Yeah, so diagonal is basically it comes in a diagonal way. So that's also pretty cool. But I'm not sure I want diagonal. We can look at spherical, which I think is basically just, yeah, it comes from one corner and goes up. And then what about quadratic sphere? Let's see. So quadratic sphere is not too different, but I don't really like it. And then finally radial, let's see what this is. Yeah, radial is basically like diagonal. So I think I'm going to stick with linear. I think linear is pretty nice. And so now I'm going to change this back to outliner. I'm going to move this back. I'm going to move the animation timeline down. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to select my camera. And I'm going to move my camera a bit. So G, let me go out of camera mode and rotate this a bit. Let me stop playing the animation. So we're going to rotate this like that, and we're going to rotate this up. So that looks pretty nice. And now we're going to go into camera mode. I'm going to press G to sort of move this, R to rotate it, and then I'm going to get a good angle. And now I'm just going to move this backwards. That looks pretty nice. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a big cube. Just going to scale this out. Scale this cube. Oh, wrong thing. Yeah, let's scale this cube. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to scale it more. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply some color to it. And here I'm just going to make it black. And with that, that looks pretty nice. It's just that I think we can move this back. No, let's not. Yeah, that looks really nice with the black background. And then if needed, you can just sort of move everything else around. So like adjust the camera a bit. And yeah, so if we play it, you can see that looks pretty nice in my opinion. And if you want to, you can also sort of put the text into the cube. You can also do that. And then move it. But I don't really like that. I think this just shows off the 3D view more better. So yeah, there is the end of this video. I hope you liked it and have a happy new year.